Time to play! Best wishes. Well, yes. Time for a swim? Gah! Gah! Let's go. Gotta cool off. Beautiful. All right. Yes. Time for a swim? Best wishes, of course. Spring has sprung. Yes? All right. Well, very well. Oh! Beautiful. Time for a swim? Let's go. Yes. Yes. Best wishes. Well. Gotta cool off, of course. Time for a swim?
Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another Camilla Emblem clear video in Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we'll be taking on the divine dragon herself, Naga, on her very own Mythic Hero battle on Abyssal difficulty. So this map probably looks pretty familiar to you guys. It certainly did to me. This is actually legendary Robin, Grima's map in reverse. So it's kind of a nice touch. They decided it's obviously on Grima's back, but it's almost as though Naga is attacking Grima, because she's coming from the bottom, whereas during the Grima or the female Robin map, you were centered at the bottom, so it's kind of the inverse of that. So that's kind of neat. I think it's a nice touch. The map is pretty claustrophobic, which means that you can funnel a lot of the enemies through these tight corridors over the back of Grima, and these spikes are certainly impassable. So there's very limited land passage towards your units, and you can use that to your advantage to funnel the land troops in a certain way. The issue is that there's a lot of cavalry and a lot of flyers, so it's not really going to help you out because the flyers are going to be able to traverse this open area off to the sides. So certainly, to a certain extent, you can funnel and blockade through the middle, but that's only going to take you so far. There are several waves of reinforcements, and they're moderately powerful. Most of them are dragons, or at least a good portion of them are dragons, so dragon effective weapons could definitely be your friend on this map. On the flip side, using dragons is probably discouraged. You're going to probably be in for a pretty bad time using dragons, because Naga herself naturally has the Divine Fang C-slot skill, which means that at the start of the turn, she grants effective against dragons to adjacent allies as an activated buff for that turn. So all of the allies around her will become dragon effective, meaning even the cavalry mages and everything else will have dragon effective weapons. So that is very, very dangerous. So just bear that in mind. We can take a look at the opposing team. We'll start with Naga herself. She does have some pretty bonkers stats going here. Obviously, she has Abyssal level stats. And of course, she comes with her own Divine Breath, which gives her an innate attack +3 and also gives her a boost to all of her stats that scales with the number of dragons / dragon effective weapons around her, meaning that she fulfills the condition for her weapon to give her a maximum of +9 to all of her stats. Also has adaptive damage. She also comes with attack speed bond 3, chill speed 3, which obviously is a map-wide debuff, so you're going to get hit with that, the Divine Fang as we discussed, and Iote's shield, meaning that you can't use flyer effective weapons against her. She also comes with Luna on a 0-turn cooldown, which means that if she's able to attack, she is going to be using Luna, unless you have a cooldown charge-reducing skill to inflict upon her. Now, Naga does not have a built-in distant counter, nor is she equipped with distant counter, which means that you can attack her from a range to take her out. You also have this green Manakee down here with Lightning Breath Plus, so she does actually have inherent distant counter, has Swift Sparrow as well as Wind Sweep, Threaten Attack 3, and Sacred Cowl, so paired with Lightning Breath, she can tank a ranged unit, presumably. She can activate Sacred Cowl to reduce the damage effect. There's also this bow fighter here that has double Darting Blow, so Darting Blow 6 on this bow fighter. Slaying Bow also comes with Odd Speed Wave 3, as well as Swordbreaker and Bonfire. The Blue Cavalier down here has Thoron Plus, Fury 3, Guard 3, as well as Res Opening 3 and Res Ploy 3. This Sword Cavalier off to the side here has Armor Smasher and Luna, Death Blow, Vantage, and Threatened Defense 3. And finally, we do have a Troubadour on the map, and that's always a threat. So the Troubadour does have Gravity Plus. Gravity Plus is always a threat whenever you're afflicted by it, because on maps like these where you get reinforcements from all sides and they're all threatening, it's very difficult to maneuver out of the threat range when you have a gravity effect on you, meaning you can only move one space. Comes with Physic, Miracle, Attack Speed Bond 3, Live to Serve 3, Odd Attack Wave 3, and Speed Res Bond 3. Important to note that she does not have the Dazzling effect, so that means that you can counter-attack her should you choose to, but again, when you do counter-attack her or you bait her into attacking you, you are going to be hit with gravity. So you want to play that very carefully, because for the following turn, you want to be able to make sure that you can maneuver how you need to, even when afflicted by gravity. Let's take a look at the Camilla Emblem that we've brought on board to take on this challenge. We'll start with Vanilla Camilla here. She is obviously merged at +10, has a speed asset, has Camilla's Axe with its special refinement, reposition, Draconic Aura, distant counter, renewal for the B slot, Hone Flyers for the C slot, and chill attack 3 for the seal. Next we have Spring Camilla here, merged at +10, a speed asset as well, also has a summoner support, Gronraven Triangle Adept, reposition. She has Quick Riposte for her B slot, Goad Flyers, and Distant Defense 3 for her seal. She also has Blazing Flame, an AoE special, just to get in some additional damage and to be able to one-round Naga. That comes into play. It's pretty important. The Quick Riposte 3 was really there because Vantage wasn't doing anything that I have on her usually. and Quick Riposte 3 will allow her to counterattack the very, very speedy units, such as that bow user who has Darting Blow 6. Next we have New Year's Camilla. Holiday Traveler Camilla merged at plus 10 with a Speed Refinement, Slaying Edge, Gale Force build with Heavy Blade for the Seal, Reposition for the Assist, Desperation for the B slot, Goad Flyers for the C slot, and Brazen Attack Speed 3 for the A slot. As usual, Brazen skills are exceptionally good on Abyssal maps, just because it gives you that innate in-combat buff of plus 7 to 2 stats when you reach a certain HP range, and that's very easy to do on these maps just because you're constantly taking damage and tanking hits. And finally we have Summer Camilla. Tropical Beauty Camilla merged at plus 1. She does have a plus attack asset. She has Blaraven Plus, Reposition, Miracle for the special, Fury 3 for the A slot, Renewal for the B slot, Goad Flyers for the C slot, and Flyer Formation for the Seal. So we probably did the most modifications to Summer Camilla's kit. Have Blaraven on her, but it doesn't really matter as long as you get enough cooldown for Miracle to proc. So that's why I ended up removing her Blar Blade, but you could probably use Juicy Wave just fine, or any other blue tome of your choice, just as long as you don't get a +1 to your special charge cooldown. Speaking of which, Miracle is going to be very important, so you want to have Miracle as her special, and Renewal for her B slot also just enhances her survivability. So at the outset, when you look at the danger ranges, it's kind of difficult to actually snipe out a particular unit. One particular strategy could be to reposition forward up here, and then being able to engage on the green Manakete. If you have a Gale Force user, they may be able to do that, and then maybe move over here and take out the Sword Cavalier. So that's certainly a strategy that you can employ, but with all of the spiky walls that are in the way, unfortunately, it makes it very difficult to engage on the enemy forces on turn 1. So taking a look at the danger ranges, you'll notice that really the best entryway for our team is right here. So this danger tile is actually shared by both the Bow Fighter and the Blue Cavalier. Just so happens that Spring Camilla will be able to tank both of them without any issue, having a color advantage against colorless, and of course having a color advantage against blue and triangle adept as well as distant defense. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to reposition Spring Camilla forward so that she can engage defensively both the Bow Fighter and the Blue Cavalier, and in the process we're also going to form in an L formation behind her just to give her some goad buffs, and also make sure that New Year's Camilla and Summer Camilla have a home buff for next turn. So the Bow Fighter is going to engage as well as the Blue Cavalier. This is why I have Quick Riposte, is just to be able to double them back and take them out. And then the enemy forces are going to line up. So we do have some reinforcements that appeared. We have this Axe Dragon over here that has a Brave Axe, as well as Ignis, and you want to avoid that Ignis with that 47 defense. Look at that. Also comes with Defense Res +2, Hit and Run Panic Ploy, and Attack Defense +2. It's interesting that they're putting a lot of the debuffers, or the ploy debuffers, on the right-hand side, so you can very easily avoid them when they first appear, which is kind of nice. It's nice of them to do that. We also have this blue flyer that appeared on the left-hand side, Blar Serpent, as well as Iceberg, Defense Res Bond 3, Dull Ranged 3, Res Ploy 3, and Distant Defense 3, so a very defensive blue flyer. Behind Naga appeared a green bow user, so this green bow user has Guard Bow Plus with a Res Refinement, Reprisal, also has Brazen Attack Speed 3, Quick Riposte, and Speed Smoke 3, so also defensive, but being a green flyer is going to be a danger to our team, certainly. Spring Camilla won't be able to tank him quite as easily because she does not have color advantage against him, and I'm not using Iota Shield just because this is really it's one of the rare instances where you could potentially benefit from my Iota Shield over the Distant Defense 3 seal. So our strategy here is going to be to take out the Troubadour first because she is just a huge threat, and luckily we can use New Year's Camilla just to come up here, double her, and take her out on player phase while activating Gale Force in the process. And then we're going to chip away at the Axe Dragon, which is the next immediate threat, and after that there will just be the overlapping range of the Sword Cavalier and the Green Manakete, which we can use New Year's Camilla to kind of block off the entryway so that she can tank those hits and enter Brazen range. So first we're going to use Summer Camilla to engage on the Axe Dragon. She's not going to take him out, and actually Spring Camilla would be able to take out the Axe Dragon herself, but what I want to do is I want to charge up that Miracle. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're charging up the Miracle with Summer Camilla, just attacking into the Axe Dragon. Now we're going to finish off the Axe Dragon with Spring Camilla. That also gives her Blazing Flame at the ready for whenever I need it to proc. We're going to reposition Spring Camilla to safety with Vanilla Camilla out of range, and now we have cleared a path for New Year's Camilla to be able to just choke off this point. and enemy phase both the Sword Cavalier and the Green Manakee. She's going to take some serious damage here, but that's okay. We want her in Brazen range so she gets that +7 attack and +7 speed. Now on this next turn, Summer Camilla, we're going to use her to take out the Sword Cavalier. Again, charging that Miracle. That's really the goal, because at the end point, there's going to be kind of a claustrophobic area where we want to make sure that Summer Camilla can survive. And at this point, we just want to fall back a little bit, let them overextend. And in order to do that, we're just going to move New Year's Camilla right over here and then reposition her to safety using Vanilla Camilla. The Vanilla Camilla is still in the range of this blue flyer, who is the immediate threat. And then we're going to use Spring Camilla to reposition Summer Camilla back into safety out of the danger zone. Blue flyer is going to attack regular Camilla, Vanilla Camilla, but is going to die for her troubles. And then the rest of the units are going to approach. So the next wave of reinforcements are these 2 Manakeets off to the side, flying Manakeets at that. Blue Fafnir off here has Water Breath Plus, as well as Draconic Aura, Iote Shield for the A slot, Quick Riposte for the B slot, Ward Dragons for the C slot, and Warding Stance 3. The red Fafnir off on this side is more offensive oriented, has Flame Tongue for their weapon, Glimmer, Life and Death 3, Green Tomebreaker, as well as Ward Dragons. So the immediate threat, the annoying factor, is this red Cavalier here. You can see, look at this danger range. It's ridiculous. It's all over the place, and it makes it difficult to maneuver. But what we're going to try to do is, on this turn, shift around the battlefield specifically to cater and take out the red Cavalier. That is what we want to do. And we can accomplish this. All we have to do is make sure that we're putting Summer Camilla in the range of the red Cavalier and nobody else. So in order to do this, we need to take advantage of this back row that doesn't have any danger zone. We're going to shift New Year's Camilla here. We're going to shift Vanilla Camilla. And then we're going to put Spring Camilla right over here with the intent of repositioning her back into the back row safely. And Summer Camilla can now tank the hit from that red Cavalier, double back. She won't be able to kill, but that is okay for this turn. She now has Miracle at the ready, which is exactly what we want, and now Naga has overextended as well. So now we're going to take advantage of that by using Spring Camilla to attack into Naga, also erupt the Blazing Flame attack so that it hits some of the Manakeets and other enemies off to the side. So she was able to one-round Naga there. And now we're going to use Summer Camilla to finish off the red Cavalier. Now, Summer Camilla is in the range of the enemy forces, unfortunately, but she will be able to tank a hit because she has Miracle, and she's fast enough where she won't get doubled, so that's exactly what we want to do. And we'll just formulate behind her just so that she gets all those goad buffs to make sure that she doesn't get doubled. So she's going to proc Miracle. She's going to be protected on this turn, and that's all we need. We just needed the protection for that one turn to be able to finally take out the rest of the enemy forces, use New Year's Camilla to kind of dance across the battlefield, activate Gale Force on the Green Manakee, and then go ahead and finish off the Green Bow user as well. And then we'll use Spring Camilla to snipe out the Blue Fafnir as well, finish them off. They got hit by that Blazing Flame. And now we'll just situate ourselves so that Summer Camilla is getting a Hone Flyers buff for next turn, so that she will be able to take out the red Fafnir on player phase on this turn. And there we go. Doubles for the kill. And that does it. So that is the strategy that I employed with Camilla Emblem to take out Naga, the Dragon Divinity Mythic Hero battle on Abyssal difficulty. Let me know in the comments below what strategies and teams you ended up using to clear this Abyssal level challenge. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate all of you taking some time out of your day to spend with us. And until next time, let's protect those skies.